All right, gang, let's take a look. I'm very excited to take a look at the Cordoba Coco guitar that came out. This particular edition is a mini Spruce edition. Before we get into it, I actually want to read the official description from the Guitar Center site, because that's where this happens to be sold. This particular version is $130, the mini version. There's also a 7/8 inch scale, which we'll talk briefly about as well. The official description is: embark on a musical adventure with Coco and Cordoba in the mini Spruce acoustic guitar, a fun travel-sized nylon string guitar inspired by, of course, Coco, perfectly sized for life's adventures with a 580mm or 22.8-inch scale with a durable satin finish. The Coco and Cordoba Mini retains the playability of a full-size guitar without losing its impressively loud voice, and I can attest to that for sure. Built with a spruce top and mahogany back and sides, its standard E tuning. The Coco Mini's tone is well balanced and warm, and has beautiful laser-etched design inspired by the Mexican heritage inspired throughout the film, and it comes with a gig bag and guitar strap as the other information that it mentions it comes with. So it does mention the guitar has an impressively loud voice, and I do attest to that as far as... So I'll play a little bit in just a minute here of just something I goofed together because I didn't want to worry about any type of liabilities or copyrights or anything like that. So I just happened to throw anything together. Any similarities to any other songs is just coincidence. But as far as the guitar itself, there are some great details. I'll get some closer shots of this as well. But it is really nice, and I took it around to several people that also play guitar to get their thoughts on it. And everybody has said essentially the same thing. For $130, you really can't beat the price in how it sounds and how it looks. It is actually really nice. Comes with, obviously, nylon strings, so that way you get a cool, as you'd expect, the more of the traditional Spanish-style guitar feeling to go along with it. The only thing I will say in the other comments that people have had is that sometimes when you're doing more of a chord-based progression, just something like that, not claiming to be an excellent, just did E, G, C there. But with that in the middle, it gets a little muddy, and that's to be expected though, frankly, with any, especially a smaller size guitar. It doesn't have the body to resonate all the different sounds out there. But as far as on the high notes, I've actually been really impressed on some of the tones that come out of it for there. It really does retain a good sound when doing the individual notes. So it's actually a very, very cool guitar, especially because of the Coco theming. I think that makes it even nicer, even cooler. So let's go ahead and not only the back of the guitar here, they do make this mini version and also a mahogany as well, which I'll show some images of. But it does come, as they mentioned, with a gig bag, so that way you can very easily take it out with you when you go. And then the box that it happens to come in is really nice as far as the theming on it as well. So you can see the picture of it here, Coco X Cordoba, the combination between there, and then it gives some other descriptions on the side, and then an image from the film or from one of the posters as well to get another look at this here. So actually also I really like this, the papel picados. The papel picados are kind of masked or ghost on there, where they do the box being the matte finish and then the glossy patterns over the top is really nice. The guitar is actually a very, very nice guitar. It, like I said, for the sound and for what it is, for the $130 for the price, I think it actually is going to inspire quite a few people to be able to pick up the guitar and be able to play affordably and not sacrifice quality. So really, from being a guitar player myself, again, I don't claim to be an expert. I'm very casual as far as a player. I happen to really like it. The tuning pegs, the knobs are plastic. The back here is what they're saying is the composite, as well as in the saddle is a composite and new bone composite material. The top of it, some of the laser etching. Obviously the Coco design is just super cool to have, and frankly to have this in the house and have it be themed, a real world instrument themed after the movie is really exciting. So I would would recommend definitely picking this up at your local guitar center. Now the 7/8 model I did actually play when I went to my local guitar center as well, just so I could test it out. And it plays almost exactly the same. The neck sizing and the width is actually very similar. The difference will be is that it does have a little bit more of a full tone. And for my view, as far as I think you should really match the guitar that you want to pick to the age of the guitar player as well. If somebody's going to be playing that's a little bit younger, maybe this is their first guitar, the Mini is going to make a lot more sense. Or if you want something that's going to be ultimately portable, or a lot more portable. But if you want something that's going to be a little bit of a fuller sound, maybe for somebody that's in that mid-age as far as for a guitar, or even just for myself, I would actually like to go with the 7/8 size. The finish and the designing is exactly the same between them. But the 7/8 again at $170, so it's a little bit of a bump up in price. I think it really just depends on your personal needs. Both of them, again, between the people that I talked to that also play guitar, I gave it to 3 other people, took it around to them, and we played it for well over an hour, and then also talked to the sales associate in the store who said the day that they were out, he put them out, and he said that they were really great for the price. And I hate to say it like that because it almost sounds like it's a negative thing, like, wow, how good for the price. But what it is it's because it's shocking for the price. So it does have a really good voice and tone in that price range. And I think that, like I said, for getting people into playing guitar, and or if they want something themed like this around the house, or something easy and affordable to travel with, this is a fantastic guitar since it already comes with the gig bag, and you can run with it. All right, well, be sure to stay tuned. Oh, I should actually also mention that they do make the official replica of the one from the movie, but there are actually only a handful of those that were made. So don't keep your eye out for those in stores or anything like that. They are potentially going to sell them on the Guitar Center website, but no word as of yet, and it would probably be quite expensive. So as far as the ones that are within reach for the average consumer, it's going to be the 7/8" scale, or the mini spruce or mahogany version of the Coco and Cordoba collection guitar. All right, feel free to ask me any questions that you have in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. And then also be sure to stay tuned to PixarPost.com all week for the latest Pixar news. Bye-bye.